Hey everybody, Blaise here, and I want to talk to you today about one of the 12 fundamentals of animation, and that is overlapping action. Now, overlapping action and follow-through kind of go hand in hand. They're two slightly different concepts, but I'm going to focus on overlapping action today. What is overlapping action? Well, it's that action that happens that is affected by a main movement. For instance, well, let's talk about long hair. If we have a person with long hair and they move their head like this, that hair is going to drag. That's another concept that happens within the 12 fundamentals. It's going to drag behind and it's going to have overlapping action that's overlapping with the action of the head. Hence the term overlapping action. As the head moves back and forth, up and down, like headbangers at a rock and roll concert, they're going up and down and that hair is overlapping with the action of the head. This action, this type of animation is, it lends believability and makes your animation feel like it's rooted in the real world. It gives it gravity. And one of the great things about it is that it's very, it's a great balance between creativity and the analytical side of our brain, because we have to figure out the physics. We got to figure out what is it about this action that's going to make it feel like it has weight and it's going to make it feel believable. But you also want to be creative in how you present the shapes and the overall design of everything. So it's a really wonderful balance between, like I said, that creativity and that analytical side of our brain. So I'm going to do a little bit of a demonstration, or I'm going to do a demonstration of a girl, very rough, shaking her head up and down. And I want to show you the way I think about the hair and how I apply overlapping action to that hair. Let's go ahead and dive in. All right, so I've done all the drawings, and what I'd like to do now, I've got them right here, and what I want to do is I'm going to take you through each drawing, and I'm going to just talk about what I'm thinking about. So I'm going to take a few at a time, actually. So let's go ahead and lay these down. And I've got the first drawing, and keep in mind too, this is very rough. This is how I approach my rough animation. And I kind of scribble it out, and I'm trying to feel the masses. I want to feel the mass of that hair and what's happening. And so what's happening here is we've got our start pose right here. Got this girl and her hair hanging down. And as she starts to move her head up, it's going to already start to drag. Notice how the head, we start to get a little bit of a reverse in that hair. The bottom part of the hair isn't moving a whole lot yet. As a matter of fact, I think I should have this part down here. It's not really moving a lot yet. It's the top part, and it's going to kind of, that energy is going to kind of move through the hair in kind of a wave. So I'm going to throw another couple on here. And so now, here you can see this really strong drag that's happening with the hair. So it's happening at a different timing. The hair is dragging behind. This is why I always say drag and overlapping action kind of, they go hand in hand. You can't really have one without the other, especially in this instance where the head is moving really fast. So that hair is going to drag behind. And because it's dragging, when the head moves back, that hair is going to overlap. Okay, so drag and overlap kind of go together. And so here we can see her head starts to slow down. Right here, I have her head kind of stopping and slowing down. And what's happening? Well, because the head moved so quickly, that hair has all this energy to keep moving. Her head is being moved by her body back and forth, but the hair just wants to keep going. So that's what's happening right here. So you can see that hair is going to start to billow out. I'm thinking about it in kind of this big shape, but then I add little strands in there to give it some form and volume and kind of twist. So notice as the head slows down, the hair is overlapping the action. It's continuing to move. Right here, now she's up at the peak of her action. Right there, her bangs are coming up. And notice how the hair is reversed at this point. See, that's reverse from where it was down here. It's completely reversed, see that? So it's fun to get those dynamics, to play those curves, to play with the arcs. There's an arc coming up. Notice how there's an arc coming up this way. See that arc coming up? And that hair is going to begin to overlap the action of this head. Especially as I bring the head down like this, I'm starting to reverse the direction. See how the head direction is reversing? And so the hair, it's got to, it's staying attached to her head, so that part has to move. But as the long hair kind of drags behind and overlaps with that action of the head. And so the hair comes in front of her face. This is where some of the shapes are going to get crazy. You're going to get some fun shapes in here. So I would always animate something really loose like this first. Then I would go through and tie it down, draw expressions, maybe the rest of her body. Right now we're just focusing on hair, so I wasn't focusing on a body in there. See that coming through just like that. Then let's add some more drawings here. Now here we've got a nice drag happening. The hair is completely overlapped the timing of the head. So the head has started to move down. Now the hair has not started to come down until this drawing. So it's overlapping the action of the head. It's happening behind the action of the head. The head starts to come down, so then the hair has to catch up, and now it's coming down. Just like so. And notice, look at that arc and that reverse on that hair. Coming right around. Woof, woof, like that. Kind of a figure 8 shape pattern. See that? Right here. See that pattern as it comes around right there? Now, it's really going to drag. Some of these drawings get really ridiculous. Right about here is where her head is stopping. Right in here. So now, once again, we've got all that momentum of this hair kind of coming down this way. So now it all has to catch up again and then go past. It's got this energy to continue past the head again, because her head's going back and forth. So as she starts to bring her head back up, once again, that hair is going to overlap right there. See that? Boom, and her head comes back up. The bangs go past. See her bangs coming down? Right there. The hair is coming down off of her face. And you get this overlapping action of all the hair catching up and then dragging behind until we come back into our starting pose again. And the hair settles in with that overlapping action. Once again, overlapping action, it gives your animation weight, it gives it believability, it gives it real world physics. You encounter overlapping action with tails on animals, hair, loose fitting clothing. All of these, it's a fundamental that you need to know if you're going to be doing believable character animation, because you need to add it to these elements to give that animation believability and make it feel like it's rooted in the real world. One of the 12 fundamentals of animation, done right here, really quick, with hair. Once again, think about it for tails, clothing, all kinds of stuff. There. I hope you learned something there. And go on out there, try to do some overlapping action along with the other 12 fundamentals of animation. And I will talk to you next time. Thanks a lot for watching. Go on out there, put some beauty back into the world, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.